Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, or if you're watching this on Facebook, welcome. I'm JoJo, the Joyous Genealogist, also known as AKA Joni. So you can call me either or. I don't mind. I answer to both. But I announced a couple days ago on the Facebook group, and if you have not joined the Facebook group, I will put it in the description box in the YouTube on the YouTube channel so you can join the Facebook group. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. I always forget to ask people to subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out. It's really going to help me reach this goal I'm telling you about. So please remember to subscribe. I'm really trying to build this channel, and join the Facebook group because I post a lot more stuff daily in the Facebook group, and that's where we can communicate more, and it's really nice. So anyways, I have a big announcement, and I wanted to talk about what that is. And I've decided I basically have three things going on besides family, church, and my temple work. So genealogy, I go to the temple every week. You have my church calling. I'm a temple history family consultant. I have my family, my kids. I'm a grandma of now 7 grandkids. So I just had a new grandbaby born yesterday. I'll post a picture of her on the Facebook group so you can see her there. She was 4 pounds, 11 ounces, tiny little thing, just the cutest little thing. She's so cute. She was born healthy, beautiful, and I leave to go see and spend the weekend with her tomorrow. So I'm super excited about that. So I do get distracted pretty easily, so I'm going to try not to go from one thing to the next thing, but it might happen. You'll just have to bear with me. And that's kind of why I'm doing this video, is to tell you guys about like what I've been thinking about. And so I haven't posted anything in like a month because I had my cousin up here from the lake, and he's 12 years old, and we were spending lots of time together. And so it's hard for me to do more than 2 things or more than one thing at once. So it's hard for me to focus. And I have a cleaning business. I've had that for almost 20 years this year. And I also started an eDesign, which is a virtual interior design business. I started working on that in 2019, and I got diagnosed with breast cancer in 2020. And then I put it aside for, almost 2 years, I think it was. And it's been really hard to pick it back up, and I've never really got it going. Like, I've done so much with it, like as far as the website, and there's just a lot of back end things to do with an interior design business. It's a lot more complex than anything I've ever done. And then I started this genealogy channel a year ago in June. So that's what I'm trying to get at here. I'm going to try to stay on track here. So what I want to talk to you about is I've decided to give this, and I'm not going to wait till the end to tell you what the announcement is, because I kind of hate that. I hate dragging people along. The announcement is that I've decided to put my eDesign business to the side, basically stop doing it, stop working on it, stop trying to progress with it, because I can't focus on that, and I can't focus on this genealogy channel at the same time. I really love interior design. I'm good at it. I know I can be successful at it, but I can't wrap my head around all the things that it takes me to do to get to the point where I need to be. And the time that I have to do that is so slim with my other business. And then I have this channel, and I love genealogy, and I love inspiring people to go to the temple. It has become such a passion of mine. It's like a calling. And I mean, it is my calling. It is my church calling. And so I got diagnosed with ADHD a couple weeks ago, and now everything makes sense to me. And I've decided that I needed to decide between what I'm going to do, because I come home and I have to decide on, well, am I going to work on my genealogy channel? Am I going to work on my eDesign business? And I can't even wrap my head around it. And I get to the point where I get depressed and I just can't even function. I can't even do what my heart wants me to do, and it's a vicious cycle for me. I'm a very high energy person, and I go until I burn out, and then I burn out and I get depressed. So I've had 2 doctors give me the diagnosis of ADHD. I meet with my first psychologist tomorrow. So this will be interesting what he has to say. But I've decided that my passion really is in this channel and helping people with temple and family history work. Okay. And I get so much more joy out of it. I feel like it's helping gather Israel. I don't know if this channel is going to get monetized or not. I don't know that I'll ever make income off this channel. It is my dream to do that, and I'm going to be transparent about it because I would love nothing more than to get paid to do genealogy and not have to clean houses anymore, not have to work. It's so hard on my body physically after 20 years, and I don't hire anybody. I used to have employees, and I just, it got very stressful. And so that's why I transitioned into e-design, because I was like, this is something else I can build and do for myself, and I love it. And it's just it's really hard to make this decision in a way because I love it so much. And I've had a dream about doing interior design for many years, probably most of my life. And I just know that with having a diagnosis of ADHD, and probably just anybody in general, and life is like, you're so busy all the time. And I had to decide on, I really felt like I needed to decide on something, one or the other. And so I made the decision to focus, give this channel 100% of what I got, to really put more time into it, to really help train people and to move it forward. And if it gets monetized and I start making income from it, great. It's a dream come true. If not, that's okay. I'm going to still continue with this channel and helping others. Either way, this is what I want to do. And so I won't know if I can get it to the point where I can make money monetizing it if I don't give it 100%. So that's what I've decided, because somebody with ADHD, let me tell you some of the symptoms, you guys, and I want to be transparent because I think it will help other people recognize that maybe they have the same symptoms. So it's a prefrontal cortex in your brain. Your prefrontal cortex, and I hope I'm saying this right, is where with somebody who has ADHD, there's signals that stop and don't process to the next portion of the brain that signals, I can't tell you all the science, but it's neurology. It's neurology. Oh my gosh, see, I can't even talk sometimes because of it. I have speech problems, but it's your brain. You really don't have any control over it. So I've wondered my whole life, like, why, like, when I'm not doing anything, when I get to the point where, like, okay, I just need to sit down, let's watch a movie or something. I'm watching TV with the kids or my husband or whoever, and I still am thinking about all the things I need to do all the time, and I feel guilty about that. My sisters are the same way, 2 of my sisters, and I thought maybe it's because of the way we were raised, and we went through some abuse and stuff in our childhood, that maybe it was from that, because they're the same way. But ADHD is hereditary. Most people who have it inherited it from a parent. So keep that in mind too. But also, I can't seem to focus. Like, even when I'm doing a video, like, I'll leave things out and I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot to mention that. Like, I have to write things down or I'll skip over stuff. And the last video I did a video on doing a family history book with the Memories app. And I completely left out an important part of that video and had to go back and re-record something and then stick it in there. And that's how my brain works. And when I'm doing, like, I'm at home and I'll put stuff somewhere, I'll organize. I'm a pretty organized person. I'm a clean freak. But another symptom is that you're very disorganized. But when my house is cluttered, I can't focus. Like, my brain, I cannot focus. I have to clean my house before I work on a video, or if my house gets to that point, it's like, it's cluttered. It's like my head's cluttered. And so when I'm doing something, like, say I'm gonna go pick up the house and I just need to clean the house, right? Or I'm just going to clean the bathroom. I will start reorganizing. I'll get pulled away and start doing something completely different. And like last weekend, I was trying to do one thing and I went from that to, oh, grabbing a bag of laundry to do, to reading mail. Like it took me like 15 minutes to go, oh, I'm doing it. Like I need to stop. What was it I was doing? What was I? And I was waxing my eyebrows. I completely forgot about the wax in the microwave. And then I got the wax out of the microwave, put it in the bathroom, and then I got distracted again by something else. And I was like, oh my gosh, my brain is doing this again. And it's like that all the time. And it is, honestly, it takes so much energy from what I've read so far. And you burn calories doing it, which I guess is a good thing, but it's exhausting, basically. It's exhausting. And so I honestly, the last couple of weeks I was kind of down and out about it. I've had some pretty depressed days, emotionally, because I'm like, well, this is what's wrong with me. And it's not like something is wrong with me. It's just now that I realize, like, I don't know, it's kind of overwhelming. It's overwhelming to realize, wow, this is what's been going on in my brain my whole entire life. Nobody's ever diagnosed me. My parents used to take us to therapists all the time. I've been to therapy as an adult. Nobody has ever diagnosed me or asked me the right questions. They've given me anxiety medicine, you guys. One of the other symptoms is forgetting where you put stuff. I'll clean and I'll move things around and put things away. And my husband laughs about it because he's probably like, you hid it in your special spot. And honestly, I thought I was getting dementia. And it's not dementia. It's just that people with ADHD, their memory, like they're thinking about something else as they're doing something. And I'm not concentrating on what I'm doing, so I can't remember half the time where I put anything. And it's very frustrating. That's another symptom. There's so many of them. There's so many symptoms, and it varies from person to person. Like, not everybody has all the symptoms, but I pretty much have all the symptoms. I have probably like 95% of all the symptoms of ADHD. Women in particularly are usually pretty calm, and they're hard to diagnose because they are more quiet and laid back. But procrastination is something that goes along with that. Men are usually more hyperactive, can't still, very fidgety. That's me. I'm very hyperactive. I have a hard time sitting still. When people are talking to me, I lose focus all the time, and especially on the phone. If you're talking to me, if I'm not really, I have to really try to pay attention to what somebody's saying, or it's just, I don't hear it. And then I'm like, then they're, like my kids will be like, I told you, Mom, I told you so something, something, or whatever. And I'll be like, you did? And I felt like I was like the worst listener. And honestly, it has nothing to do with being a bad listener. It's just that's the way my brain operates, in that I can't focus. Another symptom is you start a project and then you don't ever finish. Very creative. Lots of people with ADHD are very, very highly creative, very successful. I have all these talents that I'm good at, and I start this. I'm gonna do this, and I mean, I can't decide on what I want to do. With designing and stuff like that. Like, I'm so good at painting furniture, upscaling furniture, flower arrangements, anything creative. I love to paint. I'm good at painting houses, like, you name it. And so all of that stuff is going through my head all the time, and it is so exhausting. So I just wanted to share some of that stuff with you. And that's why it makes sense why I've had such a difficult time getting my other business going, because there's so many components to it. And if somebody who has ADHD, they are triggered by and attracted to, they're attracted to doing things that they see the end goal. Like, if they see the end goal, then they're motivated to do it. But if they don't see the end goal, they get bored, they lose interest, and they go on to the next thing. So these are just some of the things. And there's a really good book. It's free on Amazon, Audible, and it's called Your Brain Is Not Broken. And after reading that book, I realized how severe I really have it. But it goes through all the different symptoms and different levels, and it color codes them. And also, a person with it can be very highly emotional. Get very, like, I can get very agitated quickly if I'm doing something, I'm focusing on something, and somebody comes in and is like, hey, tries to distract me from that to do something else, like, hey, can you do this for me or something. I'm just like, it's overload for me. Like, it's too much. I can get snap really easily. Temper. I have a temper. So these are all things that, I mean, I just thought that I needed to work on myself. I mean, I do need to work on myself, but these are things that I've struggled with all my life. Depression is one of them. I don't say I get too depressed anymore. Not really. Hardly ever. The gospel's really helped me with that. But I mean, learning all this, actually, I was pretty sad, and it was just overwhelming for me, and I don't know why. Like, I should be happy that I found out about it, and I'm okay now, so there's medication they can give you, and you can get therapy for it too. So that's why I came to this decision that I wanted to, I came to the reality that I had to choose one or the other. And when I think about it, it's a no-brainer, really, and a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders. Is that it's more fulfilling. I love doing genealogy. I love learning about it, and I love helping others with it. And I love helping inspire people to go to the temple. Like, that's the number one thing for me, is to do that, to help inspire others. So I'm gonna take a drink. I'm getting thirsty. So I've had some pretty big dreams about this channel since the beginning, and I've wanted to do like trainings, do live trainings in a group chat setting, like on Facebook rooms. I want to do that. Maybe like question and answers. I've been throwing that out there for months. That is one of my ideas. I want to do like register as a 401, or not a 401, a 501 nonprofit, so that I can work on getting donations, so that I could donate DNA kits to members of the channel that can't afford one, that would like to get one to help them with their genealogy. So those two things, I want to get going. I want to do that somehow. I'm not sure how, but. And the other thing is, like, this is so much easier than me doing all the things it takes to do this other business. So, like I said, whether this genealogy channel turns into income for me, I don't know. I know that God blesses me in everything that I do, and I have faith that He'll bless me in this channel. So I really ask that, you guys like the videos when you watch them, share it with your friends at church, get them involved in genealogy and how easy it can really be, and just subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So I'm really excited, and to put forth the more effort into being able to do this, do more videos a week. Because I really do. I've gotten to know some of you guys personally, and I have to say I love you guys. I really do. I really mean that. And it's like you guys are becoming like family to me, and I just don't know how I can't succeed at this, because if I'm helping you, I'm helping me learn, and I'm helping you learn, and I don't know everything about what there is out there, how to do genealogy. That's one thing I loved about starting this channel, is that I knew that it would help teach me to be better at my calling and teach others. So, but I just really haven't been able to like dive into this channel. I really haven't. Not like I want to. So I'm going out of town tomorrow to go spend some time with my son and daughter-in-law and this cute little baby and a couple of my other grandkids that I'm going to get for the weekend. And maybe I'll get some trout fishing in there too, because I love trout fishing. So after that, I'm going to come back and I'm going to hit the ground running. And right now I'm working on teaching you guys how to take notes of your relatives off of like a census report and so forth. So like I said, I really want to dive in deep. I'm excited, you know. So let me know what you guys think. Do you have ADHD, or do you think that you might after listening to what I've explained to you? And I've only given you like a portion of it too. So let me know, you guys, in the comments, like, what are your thoughts about all of this that I've just thrown out at you? It's the right decision, and I'm usually highly emotional too. That's another symptom. I get highly emotional, and I just thought that I have like a big heart, which I do, but or like a soft heart, but I really do, like, there's just so many things. So I'm excited to like get help with this, because I don't want my brain to be like this for like the rest of my life. I don't want to be distracted all the time. I want to be able to enjoy each day as it comes and not worry about the next day and the next day. And that's like, it's, I think one of the causes of my cancer is the stress that I put on myself, you know. And I just know that's not any way for anybody to live, you know. It's just not. So anyways, I love you guys. I hope you support me in this. I'm really excited to like really give this all I got, and I really am. I love it. I mean, I really found my passion with genealogy. I did in 2012. I found when I started doing family history, when I came back in the church, I was addicted so bad. Like, I did it all day Sunday. I tried to do it after work every day. And I do it quite, you know, I do it during the week and stuff. But like I said, I haven't, when you have ADHD, you get to the point where you're so, you have so much overwhelm, and you get to the point where you're at a standstill, because you can't put your focus anywhere, because you have so much. You don't know how to weed out. You don't know how to weed anything out at all. And so I'm excited to learn how to find some balance and just really start enjoying my life more in the time that I have, instead of worrying about everything and how I'm going to do this and how I'm going to do that and all that stuff. So that's about it. That's all I got for you guys. So that was my announcement, is that get ready, because I really am excited to like help people, help more people. And this channel really is like, the goal of this channel is to inspire others to do their family history work and to go to the temple. Those two things. And if you're not a member of the church, then it's to inspire you to do your family history work. Maybe inspire you to check out the Church of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints, because it's changed my life. It is the restored gospel of Jesus Christ, and without it, I would be a really depressed person. I never really knew true joy. Not. So it's the one thing that really brings me true joy, and a good relationship with my Heavenly Father. And I've seen miracles happen in my life with my kids, my husband, my mom's investigating the church. And I know it's because of the blessings of the temple and my obedience. I know that God will soften people's heart, and then it's up to them. They have their agency. It's up to them to seek out the truth. And so I believe when you do open your heart and you really want to know, if the church is true, then the Holy Ghost will reveal it to you. Promise. I know it because it's happened to me. So Anyways, you guys, I'm gonna leave it at that. This video has been 24 minutes long, so I hope you watched it all, and I'll see you guys next week with a new video. I'm excited. So, all right, you guys have a good weekend, and don't forget the Facebook group, by the way, is called Joyous Genealogist, but I'll put the link in the description on the YouTube channel for you, and please subscribe to it. So I'm going to start, I think instead of doing Zooms, I'm going to do Facebook rooms. We're going to try that first, and it's basically like a Zoom setting. Here I am still talking. It's like a Zoom setting where I'm pretty sure I can share a screen. We'll have to do like a trial run or something. Share the screen and just hands-on help you guys however I can. So we'll just see how it goes. I mean, I'm learning how to do things as I go along too. I'm winging it, right? So, all right, you guys, I'll talk to you later. Take care, and I love you all. All right, bye.